Squirtle is a character that was first available in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where he was shackled to his Pokemon trainer. However, this time around in Project M, Squirtle fights on his own. This opens up things like his down special, where he gets an entirely different move, which is Bubble, which will force people to stumble on the ground or act as sort of a pseudo-shine off stage. Squirtle, when linked up with Pokemon Trainer in Brawl, was a E-tier character and classified as unviable. In Project M, Squirtle is classified as a C-tier character on Project M's final tier list. No longer being hindered by things like Brawl's stamina mechanic and being extremely slow, Squirtle is a low mid-tier character, which doesn't mean he's that bad. He definitely is more viable than his previous iteration in Brawl. Squirtle is a character that emphasizes slippery movement, similar to characters like Luigi, where his Wavedash is incredibly slippery and it covers a lot of space. This makes Squirtle's Wavedash and other movement options his strongest part of his kit. Squirtle is great at outmaneuvering his opponents, and that could launch him into combat very quickly with examples like his strong aerials. Squirtle has a lot of burst options because of how fast the character can truly be. On top of that, Squirtle has exclusive tech, for example things like shell shifting, which is a turnaround hitbox on the turnaround animation of his shell, so it can actually hit people and extend combos, for example. Some lethal kill moves that Squirtle has in his moveset, for example his trademark up smash, which is one of his strongest moves in his moveset. It's crazy good at finishing off stocks, it's really strong. His down throw is also really strong as well. It's basically Squirtle's go-to kill throw. That means Squirtle's movement capabilities can allow him to launch off stage and potentially take people off that are trying to come back on stage, and Squirtle has a great recovery, so that means recovering on stage isn't really that big of a deal. But despite outside of his major strong suits, Squirtle struggles with very poor range. Squirtle struggles to get in with grabs, and even you would think because he has great movement, grabbing wouldn't be that hard. It's definitely not Squirtle's strong suit. And going back to changes, Squirtle did get some strong nerfs, where since now he no longer has Ivysuar and Charizard, which were way better at KOing their opponents than Squirtle is, that means Squirtle does lack a lot of kill power in his moveset. Even though, like I said earlier, he has things like his up smash and down throw, outside of those moves it can sometimes be hard to kill with Squirtle. And also his air acceleration has decreased compared to Brawl. Squirtle's special moves have been revamped significantly compared to older iterations of the moves in Brawl. For example, Water Gun, which was a move that didn't do any damage at all previously, now does with slight amount of damage during some of the frames of the move, and it can be used much quicker and is way more effective at spacing, for example. Squirtle's Withdrawal, aka his side B, has been buffed as well, as when it comes out and makes contact with its opponent, it can actually damage the opponent, and it's actually a really strong combo starter, and it leads into a lot of things like, for example, his aerials. He can side B and then up air immediately out of it. It's a really risky move, but when used correctly, it's a great combo starter. And it's also, of course, a recovery move as well when moving horizontally. A small thing about Withdrawal is if you hold down B within the first 5 frames of Withdrawal, so when you come in contact with your opponent, the move will be cancelled and an incredibly strong hitbox will come out. The move is equivalent to like a Fox up air in terms of damage and knockback, and the move I would say is like very similar to a Puff down B or a Wario down B. Squirtle's up B, aka Waterfall, is a great kill move, and it's also a good combo finisher as well, especially when the final hit of the move connects. And a very common Squirtle combo with this move is up air, up air, up air, and then if you're high enough above, close to the blast zone, you can use up special and potentially kill them. Speaking of other aerials that are really good, his neutral air is great for comboing and even starting combos, and his forward air can start combos as well and even KO at certain percents and how far they are to the blast zone. And I said this earlier, but his up air is also really good for comboing in the air, and his down air is a multi-hit move. As stated earlier, Squirtle is an extremely slippery character, And let's say you maybe played Luigi in Melee, or you like characters that have really fast and long Wavedash, then I would say definitely try out Squirtle. He's still capable of pushing the meta despite of where he's tiered. There's actually a couple of top level Squirtle players out there that do very well in tournament, like Dirt Boy and Cloudburst for example, and they both have showed that the character is very capable of a lot of cool things and even doing well in tournament. Alright, so that's the video guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.